the week. This is going to be really quick. This is in Dennis's part of town. Shout out to the jacket he has on. The rebirth for the fourth, I can't remember, of
the third Big Bang.
This is number. I think this is technically 4.
Is this number 4? So we're going to shout out to
the
USL
fourth
League,
Big Bang.
League One, the Cosmos, not New York, just the Cosmos, returning to
Paterson,
USL,
New Jersey.
Paterson, New Jersey, returning. As you can see where the stadium is, this is in the middle of town. And this is my example of maybe being in the middle of town is not great because there's no parking. Although, if you're watching this on YouTube, this is the before and after. This is the old Negro League baseball.
Yeah, this is a very cool field.
That is really awesome.
This is one of the oldest baseball fields in America, actually.
So cool.
Yes. They revitalized it. They spent, I think, north of 160 million. They put parking structures. If you look on the before after, which is the bottom left of my screen, bottom right, if you're looking at it, the one thing I'm gonna have to say, I hate the fucking track. The seats are far away.
Yeah, what a nightmare
from the field. It's really pissing me off.
Not a fan of the tracks around. Much as I love my Italian football.
Yeah, as much as we're watching an Italian game right now
with the track around it. Yeah. They did have a test run. They had Barcelona SC play, not Barcelona in Spain.
I was about to ask why there was
Ecuador.
A Barcelona crest there. This is a Latin American Barcelona, right?
Yeah, this is Ecuadorian Barcelona.
I have a jersey of this club somewhere in my car.
Do you?
Yeah.
Apparently they have deep roots in that part of New Jersey. They came and they sold out the building. They got almost, I think, 6,000 people for a friendly.
There's a big Ecuadorian community in North Jersey. There's a big. There's also a very large Portuguese community in and around Newark.
Yeah. So for all the people who are worried, I think the Cosmos Nays still has a little bit of pull. Jersey is. They like to mention it's only a 30-minute drive from Paterson to Times Square. I don't know why that's a flex because no one lives in Times Square. So it's one of them, like Times Square is just one of them things. You can take public transit. The bus, the train line is a block away from this. So, we just want to shout out again to a city that revitalized. I think for all people who know, this stadium has held minor league baseball. For the Black Yankees played here, the Cuban Yankees played here. This was back when you could use the Yankee name all willy-nilly. I don't think that could happen now. There was no connection to the regular Yankees. They were just the Black Yankees,
the Black Yankees
in the Negro League, or the Cuban Yankees. So they revitalized it. They put a parking structure, apartment complex. There is a museum here on this big hook here, and behind right where you see this tree line, there is a waterfall literally in the opposite side of it. So the location looks awesome.
The parking structure you're talking about. It's on this top right image. That's what that is, right?
It's the parking structure. There is no parking down here. That's what I'm saying. Like being in the middle of downtown is not necessarily always a big thing.
Yeah, but unless you have crazy good parking and a population.
And they would, they build parking, and again, it's next to transit. So this is pretty awesome. We talked about this. This is definitely a game I'm going to next year. Jabrosi should be up there by then. So we're visiting. I think I'm going to try to hit the Westchester Cosmos game whenever that is.
Don't bring up Westchester right now.
Hey, I mean they're upstate. They're upstate, but whatever.
I don't want to talk about the
Westchester's not really upstate. Let's move on. Unless you're from where I'm from, we consider anything north of 133rd to be upstate.
The upstate, yeah. They're in Mount Vernon. I consider Mount Vernon New York City, but most people consider it upstate. The only thing, shout out to the band that they have play at the Westchester games is Denzel Washington High School. So
that's
shout
awesome.
Out to the legend. What's the saying? Money earning Mount Vernon. So shout out
Money
to
earning Mount.
That's
Mount V.
Oh my God. Okay.
I do want to give a shout out to the Borough Boys and the Cross Island crew, the old Cosmos supporter groups. Hope to see some of them back out in this action. I used to run with them a little bit when they briefly played at Keyspan, and then when they played over at Christ, I'm forgetting the name of the university they played at in Long Island. But anyway,
Columbus. They play at Columbus at what's the owner's name? Cosmos Field. So he actually he was trying to actually build a stadium there when they were in NASL. It didn't quite work out. That's his that's his alma mater. So he was trying to make that work. It didn't quite work out.
Well, I'm excited to see a brand like this show around. I think brand recognition matters, especially in sports. You know, even if it wasn't connected to its origins, you know, I think it matters. And you know, in true Cosmos fashion, hopefully they can bring another league down with them.
I mean, they didn't really kill the second league.
I'm just kidding, of course.
Lawsuits going again. So my only critique of this is I hate tracks around this. I want to see how it actually looks on a game. And it has a twofer for me for a problem. It has the baseball nets here for foul balls, and it has around it. Those
I didn't notice that.
Are gonna frustrate me, but I want to see how it looks on TV. We haven't seen where they're gonna put broadcasts or whatever. Also, there was they released their ticket prices, and people were very upset. And I had to remind them this is the New York, New Jersey Metro.
Right,
everything is expensive. I don't know why. There's a lot of soccer in this region. Obviously, they have Gotham, Brooklyn FC, which is they're going to have their men's team in the championship.
Yeah, but they're not competing with Brooklyn. Brooklyn plays so far away from this. Brooklyn play all the way down in Coney Island. It's like on a, you know, if you're a Texan looking at a map, it doesn't look like it's that far away, but it's, you know, that could be 3 hours with traffic, right? Brooklyn to Coney Island, Patterson. That's, you know, that could be 2-3 hours. So they're not really competing. They're really competing with here is Gotham and Red Bull, right? That's who's in their backyard.
Okay.
Here, who both play at you know, what's now called Sports Illustrated over in Newark.
Yeah. I forgot it was Sports Illustrated.
Yeah, I keep forgetting that. I hate it every time.
I don't know how Sports Illustrated even has the money in 2025.
Well,
to pay for sponsorship.
So Sports Illustrated sold their IP to Live Nation. That's why there's the Sports Illustrated ticketing app. I'm like, what the hell? So Sports Illustrated now is they issue one magazine a year with half-naked athletes, and they sold their IP. That's their only existence at this point. But shout out to the Cosmos. Like I said, we're gonna once the schedule comes out, which I think is in January, we're gonna eyeball a game to definitely hit and go to
if this club really is going to do all the local community stuff that they're right now saying they're going to do, I think it's going to be a super great club.
So
it's awesome.
Go ahead.
Is NYC's stadium supposed to be finished next season?
Yes.
I would love to do the double. I would
Can't
love
relate.
to get up. Yeah, right. Brand new stadiums are going up, and they're going to be finished before Toyota Stadium. It's a whole different conversation now. I mean, obviously, it's harder to rehab a whole stadium, whatever. That conversation. But I just like that would be a great double. Let's go check out that new stadium in Flushing, and then head out to Patterson for a game. I would love to make a weekend out of that. So if anybody else is interested, hit us up. We'll see if we can.
Guardian Side Quest.
Guardian Side Quest. I think we might also have a travel agent in our midst soon too, so that might help out. More to come on that next season. But again, one more shout out to the Borough Boys and the Cross Island crew. That was my introduction to American supporter culture, was hanging out with those guys and going to a couple games with them. So
that's awesome.
That you know, those guys really, you know, they love that team, and they fucking hated MLS when. They hated Red Bull. So
no, trust me. The number one comment on their Facebook when they announced was, "Oh, you're not in MLS." And I'm like, I don't. Here's the thing: they don't have that. The new ownership group does not have that kind of money. Although the minority owner does. He has more than enough money. But he.
And what are you gonna do? Put a third MLS team in the New York market? That doesn't make sense to
look. If you could afford to start join Major League Soccer right now, definitely did some unethical shit to get to that amount of money. So.
No, I mean, he owned a cable company. As far as ethics go, I guess they're the most ethical of all the billionaires.
A cable company?
Fair enough.
Cable company?
No, I'm just kidding.
So that's our episode of Around the Ground. So we're gonna